If you did not see the last video, welcome to the channel, the 2005 Ford GT. But day one, I've made a critical rookie mistake. You see, we got the Mazda there, we got the Chevy right here. I can't actually figure out how to get into the GT properly because as cool as the doors are, well, This is not my most proud moment in the GT, but better get used to it. Okay, we're good. Ladies and gentlemen, good morning. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to the vlog, and welcome here to the beautiful state of Hawaii. We got the 2005 Ford GT. We got unlimited gas, we got unlimited mileage, and we got the entire day to explore the island. There is a bit of a caveat. I gotta figure out how to get this car home, because if you're not a geography wizard, the Hawaiian Islands are the most isolated island in the entire world, so we can't drive it. We gotta ship it or air freight it, so that's the goal today, is to figure that out. But we got the Ford GT, and we're here in Hawaii. I'm not gonna lie to you guys, the GT sounds okay, but soon it's gonna sound even better. Okay, it sounds pretty good, but just wait. Real quick, I want to point out that there's no speed limit on this road. Also, there's no way of knowing for sure if this Ford GT has ever done 100 miles an hour, but there's one way to ensure that it has. Whoa. Okay, whoa. I'm just kidding. We did 100 kilometers an hour. We definitely did. This is an interesting parking lot. We have been looking for this parking lot for weeks and weeks. I am way too old for the Ford GT. My back, these seats are so incredibly uncomfortable, which is ironic because the average age of a Ford GT owner must be like 50 plus. But if you live in the beautiful state of Hawaii and you got a good chiropractor, let me know in the comments below. I still cannot believe that I own a 2005 Ford GT. We found this somewhat deserted parking lot, so we're going to perform a very technical maneuver commonly referred to as a donut, which basically involves swinging the back end around of the car in somewhat of a circular fashion. So we got 550 horsepower, we got rear wheel drive, we have no traction control. That's right, boys, there is no traction control in the Ford GT, so donuts will commence in 3, 2, 1. Get a gun! Oh, jeez. Oh, God bless America, and God, jeez, it is so smoky. Okay, I got smoke in my eyes. That was sick. I'm no daily driven exotics. Massive shout out to Damon. I'm still waiting for Damon to come visit me in Utah and teach me how to do proper donuts, but we're getting better. One of my goals with the Ford GT is to turn it into my iteration of a tire slayer, which I realize is not going to be it's never going to be as good as Damon, but I'm trying, and that's really all you can ask. We did very well. Woo, doggy. All right, as you guys know, the first rule of doing donuts is you have your fun and then you get lost. Time to roll. My Ford GT is going in that airplane right there and being air freighted to Los Angeles, California. Whoa, unfortunately, we are not allowed to film back there though. We have arrived here to Pacific Air Cargo. We are gonna be air freighting the Ford GT via that 747 to Los Angeles, California. The crazy thing is, the car's gonna get there before I get there. It'll sit in some sort of like holding area for 4 or 5 days. Unfortunately, I can't film any of the process. Keep out government property, no trespassing, state of Hawaii. The one thing I discovered, it's relatively affordable to air freight a car from Hawaii to the mainland because a lot of the airplanes are empty because Hawaii is an import heavy state. They don't export that much, so the airplanes back to the US or to the continental US are much more empty. I don't know the exact price. I gotta go pay the invoice over there. So yeah, more to come. I still haven't gotten used to it. I still expect the door to cut off my head. We're good. I don't have much headroom in this car. Okay, so we gotta actually go drop off the GT in that building right there. That is so sick. I need one of those. Whoa, he just going straight. We are officially dropping off the Ford GT here at Pacific Air Cargo. We want to do a full visual inspection, make sure the condition of the car gets delivered to Los Angeles in the same fashion it was dropped off. There's a couple minor imperfections. We got a little ding right there, and then back here on this rear little, like, I don't know what this piece is. There's a little nick right there. Otherwise, we are good to go. Real quick, one last thing. They told me to park in the handicap spot for the visual inspection. So I was not gonna park here, but they told me to park here. I'm just following orders. So the rear tires on the Ford GT are 305 millimeters wide. My Aventador Brixton Forged wheels are 355 millimeters wide. So they're 50 millimeters wider. I think the fitment would be like flush. I think we're gonna try to put the white Brixton wheels on the GT. White wheels with a white and blue, that would look, I think that would look cool. Obviously, you guys are probably triggered, but I think it might look good. One last odometer reading, 27669.7. We're at an 1/8 of a tank. Oh, I'm gonna miss the GT. Imagine a purple Ford GT with white stripes, or picture a Heritage Ford GT, but instead of blue and orange, picture purple and white. Would that be cool? Let me know which combo you like better in the comments below. And then also, the doors on the GT are so incredibly impractical because they open up so wide. Picture a hinge right here that allowed the GT doors to open up in sort of like a butterfly fashion. I know that's going to upset and trigger a lot of you guys, but the new GT has butterfly doors, and I think it would look cool and it would be practical. I'm gonna put a photo of a Ford GT with butterfly doors right here. It looks sick. Like, I am not wrong, that looks sick. Officially saying bye to the Ford GT. We are leaving it in the dangerous goods storage area. Next time we see this car, we'll be in Los Angeles, California. I'm not like the biggest movie buff, but I'm pretty sure a scene from Jurassic Park was filmed here. Like, the long-necked dinosaurs were eating grass right there and right there, I think. Man, I could be wrong, but Hawaii. If you ever get the chance to come to Hawaii, seize the moment. One of the most beautiful places in America. A lot of people have been wondering, why did I buy a Ford GT instead of a Lamborghini Murcielago LP640? There's really one main reason. You can beat on a Ford GT, and if you break it, you're not gonna go bankrupt. Whereas a Lamborghini Murcielago, it's relatively a fragile car. Like the donuts we were doing earlier on in today's video, I don't know if you'd want to do that in an all-wheel drive Murcielago. And then also, I own an Aventador, which is, you know, obviously the successor to the Murcielago. So I got the V12, I got the doors, I don't know, boys. Hopefully someday, one day, there will be a Murcielago LP640 Roadster in green in the garage someday. It's just gonna have to wait. One last thing real quick in regards to the GT and the Murci. You can modify a Ford GT, whereas a Murcielago, like, you don't really modify Murcielagos. Like, we could twin charge the Ford GT, aka supercharge and turbocharge it, or just like a pulley upgrade, you can get upwards of 100+ horsepower. There's one other thing. What do you guys think about cutting the roof off the Ford GT and turning it into a GTX 1? I know that might trigger the purists, but it could be an option. We could walk around in the ocean talking to a camera like an absolute idiot all day, but instead, we have a helicopter to catch in 3, 2, 1. I don't know when, but somehow, some way, I will own a helicopter someday. Sometimes in life, you swap out the Ford GT for the Honda Odyssey. That's right, boys. Thank you. We kind of sort of have some bad news. Unfortunately, the snow cone vlog is not gonna make the vlog, but we got some good news. We got the data, the facts and the figures you guys know and love. So to air freight the Ford GT here from Honolulu to Los Angeles is $2,816.28. Now, if I was to put the Ford GT on a boat, it'd take anywhere from 7 to 10 days and it'd run about $1,400. So it is twice as expensive to air freight it, but the car is gonna be in LA before I'm in LA. So I actually need to book a flight from Salt Lake City to Los Angeles because, of course, we're gonna be driving it home to the beautiful state of Utah. Anyways, guys, as always, I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If you did, like squad, be sure to smash that like button. But just like that, this vlog is over, and I'm out.